Welcome back to NASCAR racing and the Winston 500 from Talladega Superspeedway in Alabama. Super racing is what we have had in the first 72 laps of this 188-lap affair. And everything is being led at the moment by Davey Allison. Now that's Harry Gant at number 33 running second in line, but he's not the second place car, and neither is Morgan Shepherd.
Now Morgan Shepherd, when he came out of the pits, they flew by and we saw it. He got about 3 or 4 seconds behind the front pack. He got in front of the second pack, has pulled the second pack all the way up here, has left them now, and has caught Davey Allison. Now Morgan Shepherd is strong here, folks.
So he's trying to get a lap back. There is Mark Martin at number 6, who has moved up to second position.
And that was their pole sitter. He's the guy that has a chance to pick up a bonus of $53,200. The only guy, as a matter of fact, that has the opportunity to win that kind of money.
That money from Unocal goes to the winner of the race if he is the pole sitter. There is Dale Earnhardt and Ken Schrader in the 2 Luminas.
Well, Earnhardt's car certainly working much better now than it did earlier in the race. And here we can see that group of cars that were running back behind to those front 6 cars. A.J. Foyt had dropped out of that lead pack. So had Jeff Bodine in the yellow car, number 5. He has caught up to them. And now instead of having 6 cars running up front, we got about a dozen cars that are in the lead draft. And at the end of that, in fact, pretty far back is Darrell Waltrip. Here's Ken Schrader trying to make a move on the inside of Dale Earnhardt. That's Dick Trickle down on the inside, the car number 84. Can Schrader do it down on the inside by himself without some help? Earnhardt's still out there. And here's Trickle now moving up to the outside in front of Jeff Bodine. And he's going to try to help Earnhardt. He doesn't know which way to go. He's coming back on the inside now. He just doesn't know which one of those cars to follow.
Oh, this is so funny. Poor Dick. You know, this is just too much for anybody's mind this early on in the race. You know, he don't have any idea who to follow, who's got the fastest car. He wants to pass somebody, Bob.
I still continue to be amazed at what he has done taking over for Mike Alexander in that car. He has just been so strong on every racetrack that we have seen him this year, including Talladega. Oh, look how close Earnhardt and Schrader get.
Wow, they are close. So very, very close in the corner. Those cars hit. Oh, look at Bodine working on that steering wheel just a little bit. Looks like the car got loose for just a moment.
Well, he's got Rusty Wallace right on his rear bumper, and Earnhardt right in front of him. Look
at Trickle. Oh, he makes it 3 wide. Going down the backstretch. He's going to have to back up because Richard Petty is right there.
Yeah, that wouldn't work that time.
Dick, you aren't supposed to do that at Talladega. He don't know any better, does he?
Here is Rusty Wallace's bumper cam again.
There's Richard Petty going a lap down. Richard was running out there by himself for the last 10 or so laps. He just simply couldn't get anybody to draft with and got a lap down.
Got a good indication there as before Ken Schrader passed the front end on these new Luminas. There is the front end on an Oldsmobile.
This camera hasn't seen anybody from less than 6 feet all day, has he?
I'm telling you. Davey Allison leads. Let's go to Jack Arun, who has a comment on Allison.
Well, guys, you've talked all day how important it is to have a dance partner at the Talladega hoedown here. Well, Davey Allison's crew, led by Robert Yates, has dispatched one of their crew members down to Morgan Shepherd's pit and said, if you guys will radio to your driver for him to stay hooked up with the leader, we'll give you your lap back when the next caution comes out. So they're trying to do some high-speed poker down here right now.
I'm not sure that's smart because Morgan Shepherd is too fast. I don't think I'd want that guy back in the lead lap if I could help it.
Well, let's go back a few laps ago and show you Morgan Shepherd as he was in the lead, but then suddenly he went to the outside of the racetrack. The speculation is that he was simply had the air taken off of his rear spoiler. Now, drafting and aerodynamics, so many different things on a racetrack like this, and Benny Parsons can explain drafting and aerodynamics right now.
Airflow, how does it work? We see the red line going across the black car. This is air going across the car, striking the rear spoiler, and we see the turbulence behind it in front of the back car. To complete, all this air is pushing the black car down, all downforce from front to rear. Now then, when the back car moves up just a little bit, we'll see what happens. You see the air smooths out, and the air across the rear spoiler moves up just a little bit. It's a neutral area. Now look what happens when the back car moves up right behind the black car. You see, the air completely misses the rear spoiler on the black car. So when Ned Jarrett and I talks about a car moved up behind and took the air off the rear spoiler, this is exactly what we're talking about.
And that is what happened to Morgan Shepherd just a few laps ago, and that's the reason why he lost an entire lap. He came in for a pit stop. They couldn't find anything wrong with the tires. It was just simply that the air got off the rear spoiler.
And that's happened to me so many times. You're coming off the corner and a car drives up behind you and it feels like the tire literally goes for, look, you see Davey Allison giving a hand signal to the cars behind him. Look, I'm running across some heavy traffic. He said, I've got to slow down. Please don't run in the back of me. But that's what happens. A car drives up behind you and it takes the air off that rear spoiler. And folks, it's not the greatest feeling in the world. As a matter of fact, it's the scariest feeling in the world.
Yeah, if that thing starts wiggling around a little bit, that's what it'll make it do, and you think you got a flat tire, you don't want to be out there thinking you got a flat tire running close to 200 miles an hour.
Exactly right.
Davey Allison moving through slower traffic, lapping some of the back markers. Allison is leading this Winston 500, and we will have more of our live coverage from Talladega in just a moment.